Rheumatoid arthritis is an autoimmune disease that causes inflammation of the joints. It typically affects more than one joint at a time. And the complications of rheumatoid arthritis include things like joint damage, disability, and extra-articular manifestations. So, in this video, we're going to talk about what are the complications of rheumatoid arthritis. So, the first thing that I want to say is that rheumatoid arthritis itself is a complication. Why do I say that? Because rheumatoid arthritis is a disease that, if left untreated, will cause disability. You have inflammation of the joints that causes pain, swelling, and over time, that inflammation causes damage to the joints. And if you don't treat that, then the inflammation keeps going, and you get more damage, and more damage leads to disability. Now, fortunately, we have treatments for rheumatoid arthritis that help control the inflammation and prevent that joint damage. The second thing is extra-articular manifestations. So when we talk about rheumatoid arthritis, we typically think about joint pain and joint swelling. But rheumatoid arthritis is a systemic disease, meaning that it affects more than just the joints. And some people with rheumatoid arthritis can develop problems with their eyes, with their lungs, with their heart, with their blood vessels, with the lining of the heart, and even with their kidneys. The third thing is that rheumatoid arthritis itself is complicated. What do I mean by that? Well, rheumatoid arthritis is a systemic autoimmune disease that affects multiple organ systems, and so the disease itself has several different aspects to it. For example, there's the joint involvement, which is the arthritis. There's also inflammation of the soft tissues, and that can involve things like the tendons, the ligaments, the cartilage, and the synovium. And you can also have inflammation of the bone itself, as well as the entheses, which are the areas where the tendons and ligaments attach to the bone. Also, people with rheumatoid arthritis have very specific antibodies in their blood called rheumatoid factor and anti-CCP antibodies. And these antibodies can be markers of inflammation and also tell us how severe the disease is and tell us how likely it is that that person will develop complications from rheumatoid arthritis. The next thing is that rheumatoid arthritis affects people in different ways. Some people have very mild disease, while other people have very severe disease. Some people have what we call erosive disease, which means that they have more damage to the bone and the joints. And other people develop what we call a positive ulnar deviation, or a positive textbook sign, and this can all be quite variable and quite heterogeneous. Lastly, rheumatoid arthritis can be difficult to diagnose, especially early on, because the symptoms can be very vague and they can mimic other conditions. So you may have joint pain and stiffness and fatigue, and those are symptoms that can be caused by many different conditions, not just rheumatoid arthritis. If you have any questions about rheumatoid arthritis, please let me know in the comments below. And if you'd like to learn more about rheumatoid arthritis, check out my other videos. Thanks for watching.